Hey, thanks for joining me today. You're listening to the Sit Down with Roman Gray. Do atoms die when we die? Put consciousness aside, the mind aside, and legacy aside. While we're alive, we gain energy, we lose energy, we exchange energy. So, aren't we energy? A law of thermodynamics states that energy never dies. Energy is neither created nor destroyed. It only changes forms. We are a unique combination of atoms, a collection of past, present, and potential change, captured in this thing called our human body, filled with ever intertwining change and growing complexity. Each person has their own warp of reality, and it feels like we carry space and time around us like hermit crabs in their shells. Perhaps at our moment of death, it's just us lining up to change energy. Almost like hermit crabs when they go and change their shells. Just think about all the energy that is stored in our body, the energy that keeps our heart beating and our brain thinking. In the end, our energy breaks down to heat. And the unique combination of atoms that once defined us will undergo change. Then those atoms will go on to create something else or just simply be something else. But don't forget, we are those very atoms. So, did we really die? Or did we merely just change forms? All this reminded me of a favorite statement of mine that Alan Watts once said. He said, "It's like you took a bottle of ink and you threw it at a wall, and all that ink spreads, and in the middle it's dense. And as it gets out on the edge, the little droplets get finer and finer and make more complicated patterns. So in the same way, there was a big bang at the beginning of things, and it spread. And you and I, sitting here in this room as complicated human beings, way out on the fringe of that bang. We are the complicated little patterns at the end of it. But we define ourselves as only that. We define ourselves only as the mere droplets and complicated patterns, as if we're something separate from the Big Bang. If you think that you are only inside your skin, you define yourself as one very complicated little curlicue, way out on the edge of that explosion. Billions of years ago, you were a Big Bang, but now you're a complicated human being. And then we cut ourselves off and don't feel that we're still the Big Bang. But I got some news. You are. We are the Big Bang. You actually are. If this is the way things started, if there was a Big Bang in the beginning, you're not something that's a result of the Big Bang. You're not something that is sort of a puppet on the end of the process. You are still the process. You are the Big Bang, the original force of the universe, coming on as whoever you are. We've just learned to define ourselves as separate from it. It's almost like inertia. The Big Bang created a gigantic explosion of energy, and that energy had nowhere to go but expand outward, and it never stopped. Once it was in motion, it was easier to stay in motion. That energy has now taken the form of the complex human beings that are you and I. And that energy, your light, your essence will continue to change and take many forms till the edges of infinity collapse. We'll forever live on as our atoms bounce around and make way for change. So, if there were ever a god or a goddess, we're it. We had a hand in our very existence, if you think about it. We're not merely made of the cosmos. We are in fact the cosmos. We are, I guess, and this may sound a little far-fetched, but we are, in a sense, divine energy. We've all been here since the very beginning. We've had a hand in our very existence, and we didn't even know it. We all talk about wanting to live forever, but we have lived forever. We're all 13.8 billion years old, and will continue to be here until the universe ceases to exist. Your death is not the death of you. It's the death of your ego. Hey guys, I just want to take a moment to say thank you so much for listening. I appreciate it so much. Please don't forget to support me by visiting my website, itsromangray.com, as well as follow me on Twitter and Instagram at itsromangray. I love all of you so much just for being here and supporting me. It means everything. Thank you so much. And until next time.